What's going on, Team OnCore? How are we doing out there? We're not sure what your lives look like right now, but team at OnCore is hanging out here live with you on Facebook. We're going to be doing this over the next few weeks a couple times, but today we wanted to start these Facebook Lives out by talking to our founders, Brett and Steve. So Ian, our on-range guy, he also does a lot of other things, jack of all trades. He's going to be leading the conversation and hosting it. But I wanted to tell you guys, write some comments, ask us some questions. We'll be responding to you as quickly as we can, written wise, for about 30 minutes throughout this live. But keep your questions, throw your questions out there. We want to hear all you have to ask. Ask it all. And so, Ian, we're excited for this. Fans are ready. Take it away.
Thank you for that lovely introduction, Peter. As he said, my name's Ian. I work with OnCore. My role within the company is I do some development and install the on-range units that you may see at your local driving range. Launch monitor measures your ball distance, ball speed, launch angle, smash factor, ball speed, all that stuff. But it's nice to have you guys all here. Thank you for taking the time to sit down with us. We know this is a very, very trying time for a lot of people. We hope everybody's family is staying safe. That's kind of why we wanted to launch this, give you guys some insight, some of the things that OnCore is doing to deal with this epidemic, pandemic, as people are calling it now, the coronavirus. But like I said before, we have Steve and Brett, both co-founders of OnCore Golf Technologies. We'd like to start it off just by introducing yourself briefly, your role within the company, and we'll continue after that. Brett, you can start it off.
Sure. How you guys doing? All right. So we are obviously in unprecedented times, but my name's Brett. You've probably seen this goofy mug plenty of times over the years. We're 8 years in. One of the co-founders with Steve Colton. So super excited, born and raised in Buffalo, New York. That's where OnCore is headquartered. And we do still have a lot of really exciting things going. This is really a time that has put an emphasis on supporting small businesses. And although we've made our dent within the industry, we're still a small business. So we hope that, people understand we're just trying to make sure we come through on the other end of this thing, still able to provide everybody with the award-winning golf balls and, products and customer service that you become accustomed to. But that's me. I'll let Steve introduce himself now too.
Sure. Steve Colton, co-founder with Brett and head of sales. Hope everyone's getting through the quarantine okay and surviving, life in their homes. We're all working remote and trying to be more visible and be more connected with our customers in these times. So looking forward to talking to you today and answering any questions and giving you guys an update on what we're up to.
Very cool. Very cool, Steve. Thank you. So real quick, circling back to what you guys were just talking about, obviously, we're not the only business that's dealing with this coronavirus, but some of the things that we're doing as a company from a staff point, from a customer standpoint, I'm sure people want to know, are you still fulfilling orders? Is everything on the up and up? Brett, maybe you could provide a little bit of insight on that, let people know what we're doing as a team and also from a customer standpoint.
Sure. So as a team, the whole operation has changed. We're a small office. We have 8 people in-house typically in an office at any given day. So what we've been doing is using apps like House Party, like Zoom, any of those, where you can do multiple FaceTime. So we have our morning meeting at 10 a.m. every day. And it's kind of a way for us to still be able to see one another's faces. Like Steve said, we're trying to stay connected in a time of isolation, extreme isolation. So we're doing as much as we can to kind of keep some normalcy in our everyday, work life. And but obviously things have changed. Even our whole strategy as to what we do from a content standpoint, how we create it, doing things like these Facebook Lives, I think are really important to be able to still put a face and humanize OnCore Golf to our customers when, you know, they might be stuck at home or, you know, practicing their social distancing from wherever they are, which is great. You know, of course, we'd all love to be out on the golf course, and we're hoping you guys are getting exercise. But for us, this has just been important to stay connected in some capacity. From a customer standpoint, we are still fulfilling orders. Obviously, there are going to be things that are some trials and tribulations that come as a result of this. We have no idea what the future holds. I mean, there could be a halt on all shipping, and if that scenario hits, you know, we're going to try and weather the storm in that capacity. But in the meantime, we are still shipping and fulfilling golf balls. We're trying to make sure that we're, you know, giving you guys some really good savings opportunities and deals so that you can at least stock up and maybe get to a golf course on your own, or you know, doing that safely outdoors. We're also going to be trying to provide a lot of content as far as tips and videos and training, things that you can do from home, things you can do in your basement, in your backyard, on your front porch, where you're still able to practice safety and not endanger yourself or others, but still get into the swing of things, you know, pun intended, so that you're fit and ready to go, and still not, you know, not losing everything while you're kind of stuck at home. So we're going to try and keep doing that as long as possible, but we'll be giving our customers and all you guys real-time updates as far as any, you know, big shifts in operations, or if fulfillment has to stop or be paused or what have you. But right now we're still ready to go.
Great. Yeah, I know we're all itching back to get on the golf course. So, you know, for people who are purchasing OnCore products, like you said, we're still shipping. The weather's nice. People are encouraged to go outside, get around the front yard or the park, hit some golf shots. Anything you can do to keep your mind off what's going on, and try to adhere to all the stuff that is being implemented in our state. Thank you for that information, Brett. Steve, now we know OnCore has the Elixir and the Avant golf ball, both great products. We do very, very well on both. Is there anything OnCore is working on right now as far as products, partnerships that you would be able to let us know, or we should be looking for in the near future?
Sure. So we've got a new ball in the works, and we haven't released the name yet, but we're hoping end of May to launch that ball. It's a new tour ball, 4-piece ball, urethane cover, and our chief engineer will be doing, hopefully next week, an Ask Me Anything. So you might be able to get some more information out of him on that ball, but I've been kind of sworn to secrecy on it, and there may be an interesting color in one of the sleeves there. So we're excited about that. And in terms of partnerships, we've been working with Epic on junior golf clubs, and you know, reaching out to our audience to see who might have juniors in their family that might be interested in those clubs. So we got some things in the works on that front. And Golf Boost, which is an app in a few weeks, is when we'll have it all ready. But it's really amazing technology. It's the first golf app to utilize AI, artificial intelligence, to analyze your swing and give you kind of a virtual lesson in real time, and help your game out, which is obviously a good thing in these times where a lot of us are you know, quarantining and kind of stuck inside, and as Brett mentioned, you know, trying to keep our games in shape, and not crash Netflix, right?
Yeah, I think this Golf Boost app is one of the cooler things that we're doing right now. It's an application that people can download on their phone, and literally you point it at somebody and it hooks up data points to your joints. So you can actually, it has a program swing in there that keeps your club on a swing plane. If you break anywhere off that swing plane, that it's going to show red where your swing's breaking down. So your left arm may be straight, it may be green. You tuck in that right elbow, you may have a different story. It may be a little high, a little low, but I think it's going to be a really good thing that a lot of golfers are going to use and appreciate. help their golf game out big time. So that's something to look for OnCore Golf Boost as well. We know that we also have a new website coming along. So Brett, if you could shed a little light on that when you're thinking about it being up and running, some of its features, whatever light you can shed on that.
Yep. Yes, that's something we're really excited about. We've been looking forward to not only a revamp, but just bringing a website that is going to really ease and push along the customer journey to make it real, just a smoother action, a smoother experience, easier to find, the technology, easier to find the reviews, easier to check out and make purchases, easier to join the loyalty program. Obviously, it's going to have a really nice, clean, slick look. We're looking at probably 2 to 4 weeks. Obviously, there's been a little delay just because of the whole pandemic and everything, but we're still working on it full speed ahead. Part of the thing that we're excited too is we're going to be able to have full-blown customization built right into the website for golf balls very soon. So, if you wanted to customize your golf ball, you could upload a logo, you could type in a font, and soon we'll be able to actually just give you a live proof right then and there, and you can just add that to checkout rather than having to. Right now, you've had to email, Steve or Ian or info@OnCore Golf and get a quote and send us a logo, and it's just a lot longer of a process. And that was one of the things that we really wanted to make sure that we implemented into the new site, because we know how fun and exciting and unique of an experience it is to have a golf ball with your name on it, with your photo on it, with your dog's photo on it, with an emoji, whatever the case may be. So the entire just process and feel and experience when you visit OnCoreGolf.com is going to be something I think is demonstrably improved and exciting for our customers, and should just make the audience, even more excited. Because for us, a direct-to-consumer brand, the website is our storefront. That's how we communicate. That is our first communication and interaction with a new customer. And it's also a place that we want old customers to feel like they're at home at, and they know how to get from point A to point B and just get in, get out when they're rushed for time, and they just know they want their award-winning golf balls from OnCore. So yeah, a few weeks, we'll have a harder date, an official launch date soon, but we'll keep you guys posted. But super pumped about it. You guys should be too.
Great. Yeah, getting back to the ball customization, we get a lot of requests about that. You can always email us at info@oncoregolf.com if you do have any custom ball requests. A lot of high schools, a lot of colleges, businesses in the area that do golf outings. We do a large part of our business with that. So if you ever have any inquiries about our custom golf ball business, please visit us at info@oncoregolf.com. We'll walk you right through the step. And also any other questions you guys may have ever. We kind of pride ourselves on being very accessible. If you ever have issues with our product, please email us. We'll make it right, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. But kind of circling back again to some of the new products, Steve, it seems like I got you locked in for the new stuff we got going on. I know we get a lot of questions about the driving range facility on steroids that we're going to be putting together called OnCore Buffalo. I'm sure people are curious to know, is that still happening? Is it delayed at all? When are we looking to break ground on that, if you can provide us any other information on that?
Sure. So, there's been some slight delays with just the whole virus, but it's still on track, still moving forward. And, the team is meeting on the first floor of our offices in downtown Buffalo. And, they've been working remote for the last few weeks. But yeah, it's going to be a pretty amazing experience, and the community has been super excited about it. It's going to have the tracking, gaming, entertainment. As you said, it's a driving range on steroids, and yeah, we're really excited about it. And hopefully we can, well, in terms of when it's going to open, late spring, early summer was when they were expecting to break ground. And as far as I know, that's still the plan. And then a year from there is when it would open, and kind of have the grand opening ceremony.
Okay, great. I know everybody's really excited about it, especially in the Buffalo, Western New York area. It's going to have hotels, gaming. So, you know, you and your family ever want to stay in Buffalo, New York, this is the perfect opportunity to choose the place. It's going to be really fun for you and the family. But so we appreciate the update, guys. But we kind of wanted to do some fun here today too. So we have a couple of questions lined up, and the way we were going to do it, I have 22 questions. I was going to give you each a chance to pick 5 numbers. We're trying not to do any repeaters or anything like that, but just to kind of keep it random. You guys don't know which questions are coming to you. I guess, Brett, we'll start with you. Pick 5 numbers, 1 through 21, and we'll get going.
All right, I'm going to go with number 5 because that was my sports number for hockey, for soccer, for basketball, for everything. I'll
Lucky
go with
number 5.
Yep, 10, lucky number, or unlucky number 13, 17 and 21.
17 and 21.
Yeah.
A lot of odd numbers in there. I don't know if that was just by, I don't know.
That was random.
Very, very weird.
Yeah. We have to,
Steve,
we'll talk to a psychologist about that. What does it
mean? Yeah. Steve, pick 5 numbers, 1 through 21.
All right.
If you pick a repeater, I'll let you know.
Do 2, 3, 7, 12, 16, 18.
Steve has a great memory. He picked 0 repeaters there. NYU graduate right there. Great with numbers, very well versed, and extremely cultured. Glad to have you on board, Steve.
I wouldn't go that far, but I did write down Brett's numbers. So
there you go. Thank you for making it easy on me.
Yeah.
Brett, so we'll start with you. Random question number 5. Your current golf handicap.
Oh, come on, man.
What is your current golf handicap?
That's not right. I can't expose that to the audience. They'll never buy our products again. So let me preface this. It's bad. And the only reason being, as you know, is that I started playing as a righty 2 years ago. So I'm in the swing of things, learning to play golf as a righty instead of a left-handed. So I'm probably, up there in the mid to high 90s right now, but I'm hoping to get under 90s this year. Last year made a ton of improvement. It was hard for it to not feel awkward. It kind of felt like holding a pen and writing with your opposite hand. But although my swing as a lefty looked good, I had too much muscle memory from hockey that was just causing it to hook and slice every time. And we went out the other day. I was banging them 250 as a righty still. So I think I'll be all right. I just need a lot of practice.
It's one of the most interesting golf instruction techniques. Have the golfer switch sides.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see that too often, but you do have quite an impressive swing righty, which is very surprising. You hit the ball well. So I think that instructor made the right decision.
Thank you.
No problem. So you got number 10 now. Your favorite club in the bag?
I am going to go with – I think I'm going to go with the 3-wood, even though I don't always hit it flush. But on days that I'm really hitting that, I love that thing. I just love the way it sounds, the way it feels, and that's just such a great – because, the lower irons are tough for me right now. That's one of the things that I'm really trying to learn. That's giving me more difficulty as a righty. And, I'm okay with the 7 to pitching wedge iron, but the lower irons are tough. So on days that I'm hitting a nice 3-wood, I can bang that thing out there, and I like it a lot. I just like the way it feels. But when I'm not hitting it, I'm going 20 yards with it and trying to break it over my knee. So
right. I think that's something a lot of amateur golfers struggle with too, is the hitting the low irons. The 3-4 iron, that's not uncommon. A lot of people are going to hybrids and stuff like that. It makes it a lot easier for the golfer. So You're on 13. Your favorite golf hole, and I guess we could keep it in the Western New York area if you wanted to. But you could go anywhere with it if you have a favorite golf hole across the country too. It doesn't matter, I guess.
I mean, there are some amazing courses, been able to be at just because of, either we were hosting a charity tournament or a celebrity tournament. I didn't memorize those, so I couldn't tell you which hole it was. So I'm going to go with, even though there are tons of great courses in Buffalo, I mean, there are a ton, but obviously we were members at Briarwood last year. And so we played there pretty much every time. I think my favorite hole on that course is, I might want to say, I think it's maybe 17. That's a really pretty hole. It gives me a lot of trouble. Is that the one? I think that's the one where you have to go over the water.
Dog Lake par 5.
Yeah, I never do well on that hole, but it's just a really cool, looking hole. So we'll go with that one. I'd probably have a few other answers if I had more time to think about it, but on the spot, I'm having some brain farts, so we'll go with that one.
Number 17 at Briarwood. Shout out to Briarwood too, taking care of us. So you got two more. Number 17. Worst golf announcer. You might struggle with that one as well. I don't know if you have a favorite or a worst.
Yeah, let's get another question. I'm not. I don't
right, I'll run that back. Best. We'll go with favorite post-round drink. There's one you can answer.
All right. Favorite post-round drink, for anyone who knows me, is clearly going to be an IPA. I'm not really much of a mixed liquor drink guy. I like a good old-fashioned hazy New England style IPA. Something, a juice bomb, a hazy, one of those. Yeah, that'll go down real smooth at the after the end of a round. I like those.
A long 18, nice hay burner. Can't go wrong.
Yep.
Well, Brett, we appreciate you. We know we put you on the hot spot there, but thank you for putting yourself out there. Steve, we'll rock and roll right into you. You
Sure.
picked two to start it off. Have you ever had a double eagle?
No.
No.
And that would be an albatross, right?
Correct.
Yeah. No. I've had a few eagles, and the most memorable was probably a shot at tryouts. It was the last round for the NYU golf team, and I was a freshman, and I holed out a shot from 160 yards, and
Wow.
the whole team was around the 18th green. It was probably a 6-iron in or something, and it was all downhill after that. So.
Go figure. It's nice to hit a good shot like that.
Yeah.
Your lowest score on 18 holes?
It's a good question. I think it was probably actually during the tryouts. I think it was just par 72.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. When you're golfing, would you rather walk or would you rather ride?
I usually prefer to walk. I just like getting some exercise, and it gives you time to kind of reset in between shots. With a cart, sometimes I feel like you hit a ball and you just appear at your next shot, or you're playing with someone and they're hitting the ball in the wrong fairway and you're on the other side of the wrong fairway.
We've all been there.
Walking would be my preference. Yeah.
Very
and
good.
that was pre-coronavirus too. So
that was and that takes a big, because most people are picking riding every time. It takes a lot of courage to pick riding. Most guys just want to get in the cart and rock and roll. Walking is a lost art form almost. But last question, number 16. Have you ever been to the Masters?
So I've been, but we didn't actually go inside the ropes. We we were promoting OnCore, and we were set up next to John Daly. And we went to a few of the like pretty cool master parties around the course. So I still on the bucket list. I gotta get back, and I thought I heard excuse me, fall. They were looking at doing it in the fall this year. So be interesting to see when that announcement comes out.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, Brett and Steve, unless you have anything to add, probably going to wrap it up here. If
I had one question for
sure.
For Brett. I was curious his take on Netflix, and if he's been watching that Tiger King.
Oh yeah. So I watched the first episode late the other night, so we only stayed up for one. But that was a killer. Like, I wanted to watch the whole thing. Watched the second episode last night, and it's just, I mean, like they said in the beginning, you cannot make this stuff. Well, I mean, you would think that they're making this stuff up. It's unbelievable, but you gotta love that they're crazy enough people to give us entertaining stories like that, because, man, yeah, if anyone at home needs something to watch, the Tiger King on Netflix that's a scratch your head, just unbelievably entertaining and wild. I have no idea where this thing is going to go. I'm only 2 episodes in, so definitely looking forward to finishing it.
Better every episode.
Yeah, I bet.
Probably see a few of those Halloween costumes this October.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But anyways, well, we'd like to thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. Feel free to make a comment below in the comment section. We hope you and your family are staying safe during this trying time. OnCore Golf is still in business. We're still putting out products, trying to make the best deals and make things affordable for our customers. So thank you for taking the time with us today. We greatly appreciate it, and stay safe and well. Thank you.